Welcome everyone. Hope you have understood the concept of a joint stock company from the previous module. Now let's understand its features which will add on to the concept of a joint stock company. Let's learn the features one by one. First we'll understand the artificial person, then separate legal entity, formation, control, perpetual succession, liability, common seal and risk bearing. Let's learn these features one by one. Company is considered to be an artificial person. This is because of the creation of law existing independent of its members. Company is a form of business organization which is registered under the Companies Act. Now, when the company is registered under the Companies Act, as per the law, it is given a formal position of a separate legal entity and it becomes an artificial person which can own the property in its own name. For example, ABC Limited. It can own the property in its own name. It can incur debts. It can enter into contracts. It can purchase the property. It can sell out the property. And therefore, this is considered as an artificial person. So a company can own the property, it can incur debt, it can borrow money, it can enter into contract like natural persons, but it cannot run, breathe, eat. So it is called an artificial person. Secondly, as I told you, on getting registered, a company attains a separate legal entity of its own. It acquires a separate legal identity which is separate, which is distinct from its members since the day of its incorporation. Formation of a joint stock company. This is quite a complicated process. How the joint stock company comes into existence. This is a complex process which we will be learning in this chapter further. But it is a time consuming, it's complex, it's quite complicated and expensive process of formation which requires lots of legal formalities. It requires registration under the Indian Companies Act. Previously, Indian Companies Act, it was launched in the year 1956, but with some changes, a new Companies Act came into existence in 2013. It involves preparation and compliance of several legal documents and requirements before its commencement. So, basic legal documents are to be prepared, and these legal documents, the details of the legal documents, we will learn in the coming modules. Control of a joint stock company is in the hands of board of directors, and these board of directors are appointed by the shareholders themselves. So board of directors, they undertake the management and controls of the affairs of the company. They appoint top level management officials for running the business. Directors are directly answerable. They are accountable to the shareholders for the working of the company. So they occupy a significant position. Shareholders do not hold the right to be involved in day-to-day running of the business. So actually the business is run by the board of directors. Perpetual succession. What does it mean? Members may come, members may go, but company goes on forever. Company cannot be brought to an end, and it could be ended, it could be terminated only by law. Continuity is not affected by the death or lunacy of its members. It will cease to exist only on completion of the winding up procedure, and that is through law. Liability of the members of a joint stock company is always limited to the extent of their capital contributed by them. That is, in case of heavy losses, they will be liable only up to the amount of their capital contribution. Settlement of claims against the assets of the company only and not the personal assets of the shareholders. Now, what is this common seal? Common seal refers to engraved equivalent of an official signature. Instead of signatures, as you are aware, company is an artificial person, it cannot sign on its own. So a common engraved equivalent signature is kept, that is in the form of a stamp, which becomes the seal of the company, which becomes the signature of the company. This indicates the company's approval of entering into any agreement or any contract with the others. Agreements bearing the common seal of a company with signature of concerned official are legally binding to the company. Risk bearing. Now all the shareholders bear the risk of losses in the company. In case of financial difficulties, All shareholders, they have to contribute to the debts, to the loans, to the extent of their unpaid value of shares in the company's capital, and so risk of loss gets spread over a large number of shareholders. So these were the features of a joint stock company. Once the concept and features are clear to you, now you can clearly understand the other concepts related to the company. Hope you are clear with the meaning and features. Thank you all.